Okay, Jason Curry, week 2, Bio 225, aseptic technique results. So this was culturing 3 different bacteria in a nutrient broth. What I did was I took the 3 cultures, Cerevisiae, E. coli, and Epididymis, and I grew them in nutrient broth. Each broth had a different reaction and grew differently within the same environment. So I'm going to tell you about my results. The Cerevisiae had the most significant change within compared to the other 2. So within the broth, the Cerevisiae had a really significant change. It was very turbid. It had significant growth at the bottom of the culture. The E. coli, I guess, next had the second most change. It remained clear though, so it had a clear state with the broth, but it did have significant growth, just like the Cerevisiae did. The Epididymis seemed did not grow too well. It seemed like there was scant particles. It was still a clear liquid. I'm not too sure if that's what the results were supposed to be, but it did not come out compared to the other 2. But it did have maybe little particles floating around, but nothing on the bottom and no change within the broth. I guess the results showed how the environment grew within the environment that it was given to live in. It basically showed that the bacteria can grow in a controlled environment, and it did. It seems that each bacteria responds uniquely to its environment, and the controls are a major factor on how the bacteria grows within the culture based on the temperature, the lighting, and the time it takes actually to incubate the culture. So each culture did have a different response and had a different growth pattern when it was placed into the environment. The results within mine were very controlled. It was all in the same area, in the same place. It had the same dark area, the same temperature, same hours of the growth response, and it did have different responses to the results. I guess you can say the response of the growth, within the broth shows that all bacteria, all organisms can live and survive if it's given the right environment to thrive in.